This is Lamley Award Showcase number 2. Number 1 was Best and Worst Super Treasure Hunt. Those polls are still open if you haven't voted for your Best and Worst Super Treasure Hunt. But it is time to focus on basic new models, basic licensed new models. It is time to vote on that category. I hope every single one of you votes and you tell your friends to do the same, because these are always fun to do. We have all of the basic licensed new models, at least the first color of all of the basic licensed new models in front of us. I'll explain why licensed. Well, I'll explain it right now. I think that the licensed new models make more sense with Lamley. There's a lot of Hot Wheels originals or generics, whatever you want to call them. There's original designs by the designers, but we're going to focus on the replicas of real cars because that's kind of what we do here at Lamley. And instead of me talking through each one of these, which would make this video super long, it's going to be long anyway, I'm going to put these on the turntable. So here's what I'm going to do. I want to talk about the categories. 2 more for you to vote on today. Best and most disappointing. We'll talk about what that means. And then I'm going to throw it to the turntable. You're going to see each of the first colors go around the turntable so you get a sense of the casting. And then I'll show both of the colors in photographs that I've done. We'll walk through all of that. You'll see all of that in the second part of this video. And watch it. Figure out what your best new licensed new model is. Figure out what your most disappointing one is, and then follow the link down below and vote. That's how your vote is going to be cast. That's how it's going to be recorded. It's on the polls, but definitely leave comments down below to explain your reasoning. It's always interesting to read that. And yes, Mattel does look. I will tell you that. They're always interested in. It's not how it's going to determine everything that they decide, but they always enjoy seeing what you guys vote on as best and most disappointing. Best is easy to explain. What's the best casting? What's the best new model? What's the one that got you most excited? Vote on that one. It's only one, and it's going to be a very difficult choice. And then second, most disappointing. Instead, I said worst with Super Treasure Hunt. I say most disappointing here because I don't want you to vote on the car that you just don't like the most or something, or that you think is the worst. For example, we have the Robo Race way in the back, and I know that that's not as familiar to some of you as others might be, but it's executed beautifully. I want you to vote on the model that maybe you were most excited about, and it just didn't live up to that level of excitement that you had. Maybe there was something about the casting, about the color, about the choice of car that they made versus another version of that car or whatever else. Why were you excited about it and it didn't come through? Instead of just saying, oh, I just don't like Mustangs, so that's going to be my vote. That, to me, that's just not a great way to vote, because they basically create all this array of cars, and I look at it. Look at what we've got here. There's always that talk, oh, Hot Wheels is just JDM focused. I would show you. You got a Skyline, a Honda, another Honda, a Nissan 300ZX, a Miata, and that's it. Then you've got a Gasser, you've got a Unimog, you've got a bunch of European cars, Porsches, McLarens, Audis, Aston Martins. Look at all the British over here. A Renault, a Bugatti, of course, a Mercedes. It's incredible how varied these new castings are. So take a look at these. We will walk through all of them on the turntable, and definitely get down there and vote. This is going to be tough. And then we will unveil them when we unveil the Lamley Award winners here in a few weeks, because we got a few more categories to do. So walk through these, enjoy them. I try and make them all look as pretty as I can on the turntable and in the photographs, because all of them deserve their due. They are all fantastic. They're all great. But I've got a choice for most disappointing. I have a choice for best. Let's see what you guys say as well. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy watching these. Lamley Awards 2019 will continue.